Other boy reaction. Hey guys, Other boy reactions here. Alright, so we are back with Once Upon a Time, Season 2, Episode 4, The Crocodile. Let's get started.
His father's a coward.
So we don't even know if she went there willingly or if they took her. We're just never gonna see her again.
Keep swinging, dwarfs.
They're not even really hitting. Who's that? Oh. See this.
Thank you. Are you okay? That's your third iced tea this morning. I wouldn't want to have to call you a cab.
No, I've never had an iced before. It's delicious.
I haven't seen you in here before.
So they, oh, that's right. You said they all didn't know each other and
I've been a kept
intended
woman.
for us.
Until recently.
A kept woman.
Let me guess. Bad breakup.
I think I may be headed there.
Do you have a place to stay? Any family here?
Excuse me, miss.
Oh, him.
You startled me.
I
he?
was just wondering if you had any spare change.
How come he didn't
No, sorry,
get turned into a
I don't have
kid?
any money.
What about a friend? Are you meeting anyone here?
No. Why?
What do you want?
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The fuck?
Ships that pass in the night? Well, at least one ship. Your wife's stolen from you.
She probably
To feel
left.
powerless. To
She ran away from you.
It feels like having your heart ripped from your chest.
I
Actually,
don't think she was stolen.
let me show you.
Oh! Oh. Don't you want to find out the truth? She's still alive. I knew it. She ran away from you. I knew it.
Who are you?
Okay.
Who put you up to this?
Oh.
Oh, how I've missed you, Belle.
All he had to do was say, "Come with me, I know your father."
This is how we had
So
to
fucking
do it.
dramatic.
Please understand, I had no choice.
But to kidnap me?
After the curse broke, I searched all over for you and discovered the Dark One still had you captive.
He wasn't holding me captive.
About you and Mary Margaret. How
What?
does that work?
What, love?
Are you asking dating advice?
It's called respecting the other person.
Honesty.
Honesty, yes. Loyalty.
So we did it. Hard work and being honest with one another.
Being able to trust one another.
Well, I don't lie.
Destroy Belle like you destroy everything else. Well, I won't let that happen.
What have you done with her?
There's only one way to get her away.
What have you done?
I have to make her forget about you, no matter the cost. Even if
How?
it means she forgets me, too.
Jesus, what?
He's sending her across the town line.
Oh, that's right. If you cross it, then you forget it.
Where are you sending Belle across?
Mila, what happened?
Fetch some
You
more.
just let them go?
Get me that prisoner from below deck, along with the booty he carried. Now.
Well, seems like you finally
Oh.
found the family you could never have with me.
Oh, fuck. God, he killed his wife.
You may be more powerful now, demon, but you're no less a coward.
I'll have what I came for now.
You'll have to kill me first.
I'm afraid that's not in the cards for you, sonny boy.
He's Hook. Huh. There you go. That was stupid. Why did he give her the... Oh, come on! Really? Oh my god. Oh. He's using his magic.
Classic. The syrup goes on the pancakes. It's the round things, but I kind of like when it gets on everything.
The round things.
Thank you. I mean, not just for this, but for everything.
No worries. And stay here until you're on your feet. Granny will be fine with it. Oh, I almost forgot. Someone dropped this off for you.
He probably... It was like sleight of hand or something. Oh my god, he still has it. Oh my god.
He tricked me.
So go back! Go back! You can teleport. Why doesn't he just go back? We'll be seeing him again. Oh, he must be...
Now to speak.
Who is the second-hand guy? I can't remember what his name was.
I want my bean.
Let me tell you how it works on my ship. I make the demands, you follow them. The bean's now mine.
You have to give me something for it.
Oh, I will. Your life. Oh, Mr. Smee. Welcome aboard.
My god. Just throwing it? What the fuck?
Harden up and get ready to set sail, mates.
Oh.
Bumpy seas ahead.
Oh, they're going in it.
Neverland.
Oh my god. Oh god, he's still...
You're probably wondering why I brought you here. I found this in the mines. Mr. Smee,
I am so sorry. I
I'm
didn't
not
have...
interested in apologies.
Maybe that's where Bale is. I mean, Balefire. Is he in Neverland with the Lost Boys? Oh god.
Hello, Hook.
Hello, Cora. You told me you had something important you needed to show me. I'm almost ready to set sail. What's our port of destination?
Storybrooke.
Are they in Neverland?
Is that where?
She is. And so is he.
Excellent. You'll be able to see your daughter. I can skin myself a crocodile.
How interesting. Interesting. So was Hook looking at Neverland through, you know, through his spyglass, or are they in Neverland? Because, wasn't it Mulan that said, where they are, like, they're on an island, right? Like, they're and time doesn't, time is, like, frozen there. I mean, that sounds like what Neverland is, like a place where you don't grow old. So I don't know if Hook is still trying to look for Neverland, or are all of those characters, including Emma and Mary Margaret and Mulan and Aurora and Cora, are they all in Neverland, and that's what that land is called, where, you know, that was untouched by the curse? I don't know. That would be very interesting. Kind of cool that we got a little bit of a backstory for Hook. Apparently he's always been an asshole. I mean, even though he did, you know, he was in love with someone, but he was still an asshole. A lot of eyeliner. We got more of a Belle centric episode, which was interesting. I like that, it seemed like she wanted to go off on her own, and she's, trying to figure herself out, and, she's going to be the new librarian, and she's going to be more independent because she's, I mean, that line where she said she was a kept woman, I mean, it's like, yeah, she was literally kept. She was in a relationship, but I feel like she has like no idea who she is, and so this is her chance. I mean, they left it hopeful with her and Rumpelstiltskin's relationship, and I'm glad it wasn't just like she just came like running back into his arms. It was, it was hopeful. It was like, oh, maybe we can share a cheeseburger sometime. Sometime. Like, I like that better than just, kissing and make up and, oh, I forgive you. I'm glad she kind of... I mean, I kind of wish they had left it where she said, I don't want to see either one of you ever again. And, I mean, I still don't like them together, but, I mean, that's how it's written. She loves him, he loves her. I at least respect her for having a problem with him constantly lying to her and keeping things from her, and never being able to be honest with her. I love that she called him a coward. Like, he can't escape that word. He's been called that his entire life because it's true. And I love that he finally admitted it too. I was going to say his acting is different this season, but I think it's just his acting is different with her because he's a different person when he's with her. That's the whole point. He is softer. He lets his guard down more. I feel like the white hair that's growing in on his sideburns kind of softens him too. I feel like that's new this season. I don't know. There was just something. I guess it's just when he's with her. And he was nice to David because, I mean, he needed his help, but I think he genuinely wanted to know about, he genuinely wanted advice from David about basically how to talk to girls. Like, that was very interesting, and it's, David had to tell him it's honesty. You have to be honest, and Rumpelstiltskin thinks like, oh, well, I'm not lying. I basically, just because I don't tell her everything doesn't mean I'm lying. Yes, you're lying. I mean, he's a very good actor because he's so different from his Rumpelstiltskin persona in The Enchanted Forest, and the difference between... We got to see 3 different Rumpelstiltskins in this episode. We got to see how he was when he was just so, I mean, pitiful and meek in the beginning, and how he got, humiliated constantly. And then we got to see him after he became the Dark One, and, he had all this power. He was high on power. And then we got to see him as, who he is now. So that was very interesting. I'm sure he had a lot of fun. I mean, he's been doing this character for a while, but, I mean, that's 3 different versions of his character in one episode. That was awesome. Such an interesting character because he's not good, but, like, I don't want to just say he's evil either. But I mean, he's murdered so many people too. I mean, he technically is a bad guy, but he's a bad guy that they're trying to redeem. So, there's hope. He will constantly be trying to find his way. He's lost too. Most villains are lost. Regina is lost too. But they're trying... What's important is that they're trying to find their way back to who they used to be or who they want to be. that's why I feel like people don't really want to call them villains because they're trying. Like, I feel like people see villains as like people who are not making that effort, and just continue to do evil things without ever thinking that they need to change. He knows he needs to change. Regina knows she needs to change. I mean, they're starting to see it. You know, maybe when we first saw them, you know, they were so lost, and you know, all they could see was their hatred for whoever wronged them, and they wanted revenge on people, and they were hurt. You know, they've both gone through journeys. They still have a long way to go. But he's very interesting because he started out so polar opposite to who he is now. He was just so weak and cowardly, but at the same time, I mean, he was very nurturing and loving, and the only reason I can't even call him weak, because the only reason he's seen as weak is because he's a man. If he was a woman and he was doing everything that he was doing, no one would have questioned it. That's very interesting. Because he was very nurturing and caring and loving of his wife and son. And those are characteristics that we usually associate with the woman, the mother, and so everyone saw it, especially in that world. Oh, like, you're being weak. You're doing what a woman should do, which is so backwards. He really was a victim of, misogyny and he's in the wrong time, because if he was like that today, he would have an easier, if he was in our world, there's still that, there's still misogyny, but he would have had an easier time being, a more sensitive, nurturing man, nurturing father, in the world that we live in. But because of where he was from, where, it's survival of the fittest, and whoever has the biggest sword, and whoever can show that they're toughest, it shows that you're a real man, and that wasn't him. So it was very interesting. The wife frustrated me, because it's like all she was doing was complaining about her life. It's like, nobody told you to fucking marry him. Who told you to marry him? I can't imagine a time when she ever loved him. And she said she never loved him. So why did you marry him? You could have... No one was stopping you from partying with all these guys. She clearly didn't care about things like, acting like a lady or anything like that. So, what, you can do whatever you want. So why didn't you do whatever you wanted? I don't understand. It's not like it didn't seem like she had parents who forced her to marry someone in order to save the farm or something like that. She just did whatever the fuck she wanted. So go and do that. Why did you marry this guy and waste his time and waste your child's time? I have no idea, and I guess we'll never know, because she's dead now. He killed her. He killed... I don't think she deserved to die. She was pretty bitchy for leaving her child and wasting everyone's time, but I didn't think she deserved to die. So, he has a lot to answer for. Yes, he's had a lot of tough breaks, but he's a murderer. I don't know. He has a long way to go for redemption. And if he does find his kid, I feel like eventually the kid is going to find out that he killed his mother, and that she didn't. Well, he did tell him that. He said that she left, right? Yeah, like even before he found out the truth, because in the first season, his explanation to Bae was like, "Oh, she left," right? And the kid the kid knew right away. He said, "Well, she left because you're a coward." Like he said something like that, right? So he already knew. So that was interesting. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew because they didn't show her that, like, well, I mean, the way she was acting, she might not have been taken against her will. She probably left willingly because she was tired of that life. Like if she had been forced into that marriage, I could understand, but like, I didn't get any indication that she didn't have a choice. So she chose to marry him. And, I mean, I don't know who she thought she was marrying. He seems like he's always been this way. Like, if you wanted, like, you know, a rough, tough guy like Hook and his buddies, I don't understand why you didn't just get with one of them before. Or someone like them. I mean, there's that whole realm. The whole realm of the Enchanted Forest had guys like that. So she had her pick. And she was a good-looking young lady, so I don't understand what her problem was. Her dad, Belle's dad, you know, wasn't any better. He was, I understand where he was coming from because he didn't know what to do. Like, he didn't know how to keep her away from Rumpelstiltskin. He thinks she's brainwashed. He has there's no way to stop Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin is powerful as hell. Like, it's frustrating that he was trying to do it against her will, but I understand where the dad was coming from because he feels like he's out of options, and he was willing to give up his daughter basically because he said, you know, I'll do whatever I can to keep her away from you, even if that means that I lose her too. So I mean, he loves his daughter. They both love her, but in, you know, different ways, their own ways, I guess. But she needs to learn to be on her own and to figure out who she wants to be, what she wants in life. I mean, she's never had a chance to figure herself out. I mean, I don't know what her life was like before she met Rumpelstiltskin. I mean, I guess she looked like she was living pretty well. I mean, she was like a princess, right? Still, even then, like, she was always under her dad's thumb, probably. And then, so she went from her sheltered life with her dad to being a prisoner of Rumpelstiltskin and then falling in love with him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you can fall in love. How can you fall in love with someone when you don't even know who you are? She didn't even know who she was. So now they have a chance to fall in love, and I'm curious to see how that goes because now she's going to be her own person. Because before it was not equal. That's what bothered me. It was not equal. She was his prisoner. Yeah, she grew fond of him because, like, there was no one else. Hello, that is like the definition of Stockholm syndrome and brainwashing. She was not a person. she was a child who never got a chance to become a person. Now, yeah, and then she went from a sheltered life with her dad to a prisoner of Rumpelstiltskin's to Regina's prisoner. And now she has a chance to be herself. So I like that. Now their love has a chance. It wasn't... Yes, it was... The problem was partly because Rumpelstiltskin wasn't being honest with her. But it was also a problem that she didn't know who she was. She was not... To me, she wasn't a person. And that's the way... that actress seems to be playing it too. Like, she's discovering everything for like the first time, and not only is she in this strange new world, but she's like literally discovering herself. So I like that about her, and I'm curious to see more of her now that she is independent and is not under the thumb of her father or Rumpelstiltskin. That I love. I love this episode so much more than the first time we saw Belle and she was his prisoner and she said she loved it. Oh, I couldn't stand that episode. I'm sorry. This was a really good episode. It was also nice to have a break from Snow White and Emma. Like, it was nice to see some of the secondary characters like Ruby. I love her style now that she, she's herself again. I mean, they're all kind of rediscovering themselves. I love that. They're all finding themselves. I feel like that's what this show is about. It's about waking up. Them literally waking up from this curse, but also just waking up and figuring out what you want in life, because almost all of them come from a land where things are kind of decided for you, especially the women. Things were decided for them. They had to act a certain way. People wanted to marry them off to people. Ruby was kind of being controlled by her grandmother, even though it was with love. She was being controlled because she had something in her that couldn't be controlled. Now it seems like, she hasn't given any indication that she's turning into a wolf. Her senses are being heightened, but I still don't know if she can transform anymore. I don't know. They have magic. I don't know. But anyway, really good episode. I really enjoyed it. If you did too, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions and early reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. Alright guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.